This altcoin is a powerhouse in the rapidly developing esports and gaming markets.
This project has key partnerships with McLaren, Mercedes, and the Abu Dhabi government. So it's time we look under the hood.
Welcome to the Bean Pod. This is your place for all things stocks and crypto. From beginner tips to expert picks. Use this as fuel for your investing journey, because when you're in the know, your money will grow.
This episode of the Bean Pod is sponsored by BitGet.
BitGet is the most user-friendly and secure crypto trading platform for both beginners and experienced traders.
BitGet is the best place to not only trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also all the small cap gems that we discuss every day.
With 24/7 customer support, leverage trading, and a wide array of other advanced features, BitGet sets itself apart from every other centralized exchange.
Through Beanstalk's official partnership with BitGet, you'll receive 15% off all trading fees when you sign up using the referral link in the description.
All views expressed by speakers on the Bean Pod are solely their opinions. You should not treat any opinion expressed on the Bean Pod as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a specific strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. This podcast is for informational purposes only.
Welcome to the Bean Pod. This is Shane, aka the Jolly Green Investor.
And this is Josh, the Nifty Investor.
Today, we're going to be discussing an altcoin that is a massive powerhouse in the huge markets of esports and gaming.
Partnerships with McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, and the Abu Dhabi government.
This project reminds us a lot of an older project, which we've discussed on the show many times, Chiliz. Now, this made inroads in the world of crypto because it became like a powerhouse for sports, entertainment, and marketing companies where they created like their own fan tokens where people could kind of have their say in, voting on certain things within sports teams or esports organizations. Well, this altcoin is kind of taking what Chiliz did and actually building a whole lot more in their own ecosystem. That's why we thought it was important to discuss today.
Yeah, I mean, think about, if you're a shareholder in a company on the stock market, you can buy the stock via your app or whatever, and you hold it. Then what? Do you have much of a say in how the company operates and moves forward? No. Do you see rewards other than if the token potentially goes up and down?
Yeah.
No. But with this company, you have say in a project that started in 2015, has 40 employees. They have 700 million plus monthly views.
That's huge.
Like 40 million subscribers.
Yep.
Across their channels. This is a big project.
Yeah.
So you can take part in something and be rewarded for it, but you can't see that with other projects.
No, I think you're going to see a lot of this happening across multiple industries, especially, all right, we talked about gaming and esports. It's a way for fans of projects and companies to get involved and actually have their say, right? It's like, again, you say, with traditional Web2 companies, it's really hard for people to, other than by supporting them, have their say. But so the company we're talking about today is called Veloce Media Group. The token is VEXT. And I think you're going to see them being a trailblazer. I think especially the esports and gaming sectors. Esports is growing at an alarmingly fast rate. It's becoming like the next generation of some of these esports events around the world. They have like hundreds of millions of viewers, more than the Super Bowl. Watch some guys play video games and think about your potential customer base for what we just said, one of the biggest digital marketing groups in the esports industry.
So they have 57 media assets that they own and operate. And they basically build brands, create content, activate partners, and design products. And they've done this for Gillette, EA Sports, Intel, AMG. So they're working with some of the biggest names in the industry, and people can partake.
Yeah, and as you mentioned at the start of the episode, they're operating the esports teams for Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Abu Dhabi government. So this isn't just like some random media group that's saying, look, we're in esports. These guys are working with the heavy hitters across the industry. So when you talk about, all right, what other than being one of the largest players in their industry, what else are they doing? So they're building a whole bunch of things that are I think, if you look at the token VEXT, is there an opportunity for this to become a player in Web3 moving forward? Well, here are some of the reasons why. So they're building a bunch of actual specific Web3 games that are going to fall under the VEXT ecosystem. So they've got I think a racing game, a esports prediction game. I think that could be really cool. So for people that are watching esports, they can potentially bet or predict who's going to win, and it's all going to tie into the VEXT token. They're also building multiple racing-specific Web3 games that are going to launch in the ecosystem, all built around the VEXT token again. So I think there's going to be a lot of utility and a lot of opportunity for users to be onboarded.
That's super easy onboarding with the Veloce, the VEXT non-custodial wallet, and that will give the VEXT token even more utility. Plus the DAO side of things, like we said, it's like you have a chance to actually control the brand. You know, this is disrupting traditional sports ownership.
Yep.
You're essentially becoming the Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
Right? You actually get to say, you have say in how this operation moves forward.
Yeah, and so the VEXT token, again, it's all built into the ecosystem. So not only can you get rewarded in the token by contributing content in their ecosystem, but also not just like, you know, if you become they've already got a lot of creators that are creating in this massive VEXT ecosystem, but these guys are being rewarded, guys or girls are being rewarded by the token. Also contributors, community members, everyone that's adding value to the VEXT first, as it's called, can be rewarded in their token. So, you know, we talked about this with DPIN and all this kind of stuff. Crypto is all about getting people involved in ecosystems and rewarding you for your contributions, as opposed to just like, pay us $10 a month. You can actually get involved in the ecosystem if you're passionate about esports or gaming, get involved with the VEXT ecosystem and earn the token. So it's a win-win.
So when you look at what they've already completed, they've done top 5 exchange exclusive launch listings. They have a Polygon strategic collaboration that they've announced, multiple DEX listings, mobile optimization. They have a VEXT app built for launch. Like, they've done it a lot, and I think there's a lot of catalysts upcoming for the rest of the year.
For sure. So yeah, if you look at their roadmap for the remainder of 2024, as I mentioned, they have VEXT Predict, which is their live sports prediction game. I really like that. They also have Racino, which is a Web3 community racing game. Build your own car, put it to the test. They've got their own kind of non-custodial wallet going on, so which will be integrated with the VEXT wallet, which will have a fiat on-ramp, which is going to onboard a lot of people. They've got another racing strategy game, IGP Manager, which already has 3 million plus downloads that's going to be integrated into the ecosystem. And then they've got VEXT Live, a token-gated gaming, racing, and esports events throughout the year. So again, more token utility for the VEXT token. I see a lot of things that could potentially put a lot of eyes on this project.
Some acquisitions and integrations, I know, is what they're also looking for with some bigger sports assets like F1, Formula E, MotoGP. So those would be some massive acquisitions and really good for the token holders, in my opinion. And then scale their gaming and interactive platforms. You know, we talked about the Apple Pro and all that, those things. Who's to say there isn't some sort of integration there in the future? And then just the continued adoption of VEXT throughout moving forward.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see basically is with the rise of esports, with the rise of gaming, with the rise of Web3 gaming, you're going to see these companies that are giving the power back to the fans start to get a lot of adoption, especially as retail floods into crypto, as the public sentiment of crypto starts to improve. You know, people are forgetting about the cloudy past of 2 years ago, whatever, right? So it's like, okay, people are starting to onboard into crypto. The retail is coming back. Now you're going to see these people that are already following these esports companies, these racing companies, these gaming companies. They're going to start getting involved in crypto again. And that's where a company like Veloce comes in with the VEXT token. And that's why we chose to officially partner with them for this episode and sponsor us, because I think the timing is right for this project.
Yeah, you look at the website, super sharp for like what it should be for a media company. The fact that they've been around since 2015, clearly they're still building and there's a lot going on. This thing can only get bigger the way they've been moving at this rate.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, if you guys have any questions about this project or any similar projects like this that you want us to check out, let us know in the comments.
And then tune into the next episode,
because that one is going to be a banger.
All views expressed by speakers on the BeanPod are solely their opinions. You should not treat any opinion expressed on the BeanPod as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a specific strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. This podcast is for informational purposes only.